Hi, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jillian and I make videos on minimal and intentional living. Over the next few weeks, or however long it takes me, I plan to declutter our entire home, and I have decided to break it up into smaller sections so that both the decluttering and the documenting doesn't feel too overwhelming for me. Today, I have decided to tackle my handbag collection. It is not as extensive as it used to be. I have decluttered quite a few over the years, and I think I have included that in some of the documentation when I was decluttering my closet in previous videos. But I have a couple that I want to get rid of today. And I currently have 11 handbags and tote bags here. And I also have one handbag that is technically mine, but it's been taken over by my 13-year-old. So it is her handbag now, and I don't know if it'll come back or not, but I don't think I would actually declutter it anyway. And then I also have a small tote bag that is in the house somewhere, but I tried to find it for this video and I cannot locate it anywhere. So I may have to wait until my kids get home to see if any of them know where it is. What I thought I would do is go through each of the bags that I showed you in my intro and just let you know if I'm going to keep it or declutter it and why I'm going to do that. So maybe if you have some handbags that you'd like to get rid of, but you've just been holding on to them because of an emotional attachment or for some reason other than that, then maybe this could be motivation for you to let them go too. Because I know for me, I have held on to a few of these bags because I have been emotionally attached to them and not because I actually use them. So the first such bag is this vintage Coach satchel. I actually got this back in 2010 at an antique shop, and it's one of my oldest bags, and I think it is truly beautiful. And I feel like if I had an office job, this would be such a gorgeous bag to wear, but I don't. So this feels a little bit more formal or a little bit too dressy for my lifestyle. I am actually going to donate this one to a charity where they sell off items to raise money for local groups. The second bag I have is this vintage Coach lunchbox bag. I won this at a charity event that was selling off items, and I really like this one. I feel like this one has more of a casual vibe, which I think suits my lifestyle and the outfits that I wear so much more. And it also filled a hole in my wardrobe or my handbag collection because I was looking for something that had a rich chocolate brown color, and this bag has that. So this is a keep. My third bag that I have is this Coach crossbody bag, but it can also be converted into a wristlet because it has a long strap to wear crossbody, and then it has a short wrist strap. And this is probably my most worn handbag. I have a pair of silver boots that I wear a lot when I dress up, and this is so perfect to go with it. But I also really like wearing it with my moto boots because my moto boots has silver detailing and I think it looks really nice together. I will say that I don't actually use a handbag that much. I usually take my phone, which has a little card wallet that is magnetic and sticks to the back, and my car keys, and that's generally all I usually take with me. Sometimes I'll throw a lip gloss in my pocket. That is more common during the winter because my jackets obviously have lots of pockets. But in the summer, I do tend to wear a handbag a little bit more. So this one is definitely a keep. Then I have another little, I think, vintage Coach bag. It's just a little crossbody bag. It is just big enough to get my phone in here and my car keys and maybe a lip gloss. It's not super big, but it carries everything that I need. And also it has very minimal detailing. In the future, I want my handbags to have very minimal hardware if possible, or to have the hardware match the handbag color. This is a keep. Then I have this gray crossbody bag, and I also got this one at a charity event one year. I think I got this one in 2019. I just really like the detailing, and I think that it really suits a lot of my outfits. It's very neutral, and I also take this strap off a lot. It feels like a camera bag strap. It's really thick, and sometimes I add it to this bag just like for a different feel for this if I want to dress this one down a little bit. So this one I am also keeping. This bag is one that I have had for a very long time. I think I bought this one back in 2010 as well, and I have loved it, and it has served me very well, but I have not reached for this bag in the last few years, and I think one of the things I don't like about it is just all the gold hardware. I used to love it, and I just don't anymore, and I feel like this one can move on, and I wouldn't be sad about it because I have thought about getting rid of this one quite a few times. So it's nice to actually make the decision. So this one is going to go. And then I have this cream colored bucket bag. I think that I may have shown this one in a previous decluttering bag as one of the items I was going to be getting rid of. And I kind of changed my mind because I was going to get rid of this one, but I wanted to get a replacement that was smaller. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought that's kind of ridiculous because this serves the purpose of a lighter colored bag in my wardrobe. And I am currently doing a low buy year, and I don't really want one of my purchases to be a replacement for this bag. So I'm going to keep this one for now, and maybe I will replace it at some point in the future, but it won't be this year. This is a little black backpack that I thrifted during my rebound period between my no-buy year and my low-buy year. The problem I have with it is that somebody must have spilled their perfume in here, and I've washed this bag, and I just can't get the smell out of it. It's not horrible anymore like it was, but it's still enough that I don't like it. And so I'm going to let this one go for that reason, but also because I have another backpack. I have this Patagonia backpack. The thing I like about it is that it can be a tote bag too. It's very casual, which is totally fine for me. I love this bag because I use it as my, I guess, handbag when we travel. When we travel, we only do carry-on. So I have a backpack, and then I have this bag. And it holds a lot of stuff, but also I use it during the summer, like if we go on a picnic or on a boat or anything like that. And it works really well. And it's just all black, and you can hide the straps inside. And I just really like this. This is functional, and I would use this way more than I would ever use this. So this makes sense to keep. Oh, wrong pile. I also have a little belt bag. It's from Lululemon. I use this a lot in the summer, especially if I'm going for a walk or if I just need to hold a few things, but I don't want to carry a bag, and I can just put this across my body. So this is a super simple bag that just works for me. Okay, this is actually a produce bag. I sometimes use this to hold my items because I think it's really cute. I like that it has two different lengths of straps, so I can like hold it up on my arm, or I can just like carry it in my hand. I just like how this looks. It feels very summery. And then the last thing I have to show you is this tote bag. I got it as a free gift when I had a Vogue subscription a long time ago, and I probably use this bag the most during the summer, and this one will not be going anywhere. So I have kept 8 bags, and I am getting rid of 3, and they're all black. I feel myself shifting away from black, so we're going to declutter this one, and this one, and this one. So that is it. Not a lot, but I think that 3 out of 11 is a pretty good percentage. And also, if I find the small tote bag, I am going to declutter that one as well because it just feels unnecessary. It's very similar to this one in color, and it's not as practical because it just has really small handles, so you have to carry it in your hand or on your arm. Yeah, I would love to know if you struggle to get rid of handbags, because I feel like I have struggled the most with handbags and shoes, and it's taking me a really long time to realize what I really use and to let go of the ones that I don't. And I feel like the more that I get rid of these things, the easier it is to get rid of things later, if that makes any sense. I feel like the more I get rid of things, the more I free myself of my attachment to stuff, especially clothing, shoes, and handbags, which is where my biggest problem area is. But we are working on it, and I feel like I'm doing really well. I hope that you enjoyed that video. I hope that you feel motivated to go through some of your handbags, and I will be back again with another decluttering video. I'm not sure what I'm going to tackle next, but I hope that you subscribe if you are interested in seeing what else I declutter, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.